Don't you dare approach nature of the kind. Needle Knight Ledder, Dryleaf Dane, and our allies will never allow this.
I am the Red Maid, Freya.
I cannot hope for a worthy foe. This is our moment. Let's make it something to remember.
Pureblood Knights. I stand with blade aloft, blood of fire, for the dignity of my lord and master Mo.
One day you will forget the guidance.
Well, good Freya, it will be my honor to test my blade against the Red.
Don't you dare approach Mikula the Kind. Needle Knight's Ledder, Dryleaf Dane, and our allies will never allow this.
I am the Red Maid, Freya. The time has come.
Aloft, blood of fire, for the dignity of my lord and master Mo.
Honor and fight to make another kind. And right now.
Righteous tarnish. It appears that our interests align. A balm upon my soul it is that we do not meet today as in. Now, my blade. Watch closely.
I can't fathom your convictions. After knowing how you make me, what remains is
And I, fighting tragedies.
Lady Reda, your suspicions were dead on. In the end, I could not bear the memory of Lord Monk and our pact of blood.
this battle I sent you on. It was an honor to face a worthy warrior. Now go.
Hey, D1. Had a good trip. This fight's harder on this version. Not sure which. I summoned them. I'm wondering. Try the marionette soldiers. They wreak so much havoc. I doubt it. I think they're going to be too fragile on this in the DLC, but we'll see. Give them a try.
Don't you dare approach Mikula the Kind. Needle Knight's letter, Dryleaf Dane, and our allies will never allow.
I am the Red Maid, Freya. The time has come.
I could not hope for a worthy fall. This is our moment. Let's make it something to remember.
Jesus. She won't even drop. Casts? Good lord.
I stand with blade aloft, blood of fire, for the dignity of my lord and master, Mo.
You were fine. In your heart, truly a glorious battle. It was.
Righteous tarnished, it appears that our interests have aligned. A balm upon my soul it is that we do not meet today as enemies. Now, my blade. Watch closely.
I am here to serve the truth.
I can't fathom your convictions. After knowing the kind remains the first
Deeply sorry for doubting you. I am here only to grant Centrina's singular wish. I will stop Mikkel the Kind. He will never become a god. Okay. Go.
I gotta stop trying to use that. Scarlet AOE is good, unless they start focusing on killing me when I'm in the flower. Alright, and I'm not feeling the... Hold on. Yes. Yes. Oh, here, I need to change this. I've had this screw me up a couple times already. Oh, dang it. Full screen. Yes, okay. There it is, okay. Now let's use good old faithful.
Don't you dare approach Mikula the Kind. Needle Knight's letter, Dryleaf Dane, and our allies will never allow it.
I am the Red Maid, Freya. The time has come.
Come on, big guy. Give her a smack. There we go. There's the love cat.
I cannot hope for a worthier foe. This is our moment. Let's make it something to remember.
What?
I am Ansman. I stand with blade aloft, blood of fire, for the dignity of my lord and master Mo.
You were fine. You were fine. Truly, a glorious battle. It was. Forever.
Make the world.
Hey, big guy. Thanks for the help. And laying all over the room, we have should be more. And one more. Yep. Hey, Nexus. Oh, thank you. Especially as you get further and further in harder fights, if you're willing to carry Heal from Afar, which I think is a necessary spell, that guy is imminently healable.
Right just now, in truth, I'm afraid appearing what a fool. Sir, perhaps he must do. Oh, well, you need it was you. Fear not. His Eminence decides. Righteous, I swear.
Telu, the whole thing about Telu is he's doesn't have a lot of hit points, which is why you can heal him a lot compared to others. Like when I summon other ones, 3, 4, 5 heals is what I need to get him back up to her health. 2 heals and he's full health, assuming he doesn't get hit in between. It's because he's got 90% damage resistance. That's actually where that comes from. Will it not let me? Oh, 'cause I'm still waiting. Oh, and a little hint for those that just ignore this fact. They will finish their summon and join you outside. You just have to be patient and wait. People will run up to the sign, they'll click the summon, then they'll run inside. And then, whatever, 10 seconds later, they actually run in behind you. Just summon them and wait. It doesn't work when they're on the inside, but it works when they're on the outside. And this way, you can buff them. See? Buffed.
My loyal blade.
General Radon, a pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains
Oh,
Lord Moog will have his dignity.
I got a lot of runes on the line. And they're going to be in the middle of the thing now. I may need to adjust this briefly. So I'm going to be fighting at a disadvantage, but I don't want to risk losing the runes. It's 800,000 runes. Does the equipment work? Yeah, that'll work for me. Alright, I'm gonna buff these two out here. I'm gonna catch myself with Howl. I'm gonna be set up for a heal from afar. Summon my buddy.
Pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
What? At least I got rid of the runes. Man, he did not take much damage from those hits, though. That's gonna be painful. Alright, how close am I to leveling? 10,000... 12,000. Okay. Inventory. Got a 12.5 in there somewhere? There's 10. 10, 12.5. There we go. There's one of those. See how badly I did my math. I need 67 runes. I need 67 runes. That is crazy. Alright, I didn't calculate it all the way down. My bad. Alright, let's get that level. Let's get that level. That's what I've been working on. Let's keep working on it. Alright, I have what, like 133? Yeah, that's funny. That's just hilarious. Yep, 67. Alright, now I can fix this, and instead of going with added for empowered, because it actually doesn't help much, I'm going with physical. physical, since he does all the gravity stuff, which is physical damage. And then we'll be set up for Golden Vow. Set up this cooperator. Yup. Hey. So I'm not going to put a lot of attempts on this guy right now, but see if we can't do him. Why not? Okay, come on. That's not. That's
Well, a pleasure to see you. After all this time.
It did not.
But
I
those remains do
should
not
have rolled
belong
that.
to you.
It did not let me roll that. I feel lied to. I feel cheated and lied to. That's all I'm saying. Cheated and lied to. And I lost 113 runes. No, they're right here. Waiting for it. Now they're both there, right? So I can traverse. Summon my big guy. Now everybody's buffed.
General Radon. A pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his reward.
No, I did a dodge. Come on. I totally missed. Oh boy. See, 2 heals. Full health. Hey guys, how about you help my buddy over there instead of farting around so much? Ah! Ah! Trapped the enemy. Boy, he gets mean. Do I still have the lightning? I don't think I've got lightning anymore. I'm actually tempted to put on the... does this make sense? Hold on. Do I need to reduce the damage I'm taking, or do I need to increase something else? I should have used my... Alright, I could have played that better. Yeah, let's go with survivability. Let's go with that. summon that guy. This is a new game. 2? 3? Now watch, what's going to happen is this time I'm going to do Golden Vow, but he's going to move and I'm going to get hit by his ability because of the timing of everything. He does not always start with the same thing, which is fine. I'm not complaining, just do that. Yep.
General Radon, a pleasure to see you. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moe will have his vengeance.
Kindly actually fight this guy for me? That would be awesome. Why are you coming to me? I don't get that. No. How about you fight him instead of following me around? Spent that whole fight just following me around, like the whole phase 2. They kept following me. I'm like, go fight him. I'm a caster. You're melee. Go fight him. Would have had that if not for that, I think.
pleasure to see you.
What?
After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you.
That was cheating. That's just straight cheating. I don't need this anymore. Oh. Let's see. What if... I don't think any of these are particularly meaningful, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure these don't do anything. Well, I mean, they do plenty. I'm just pretty sure they're not going to do a meaningful amount to him. Yeah.
General Radon, a pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Mo will have his dignity.
Ow. Hey guys, get his attention. Go. Spells. Let's fix that. Maybe some different spells, but definitely too many spells. Oops, not that. Spells. Not even sure if I want to. Might be able to leverage that. All right, here we go. Kind of wish you could give him an instruction like, don't try and poison him up until second phase. Try something different. This is actually risky because he's much harder to heal, but he also reduces the boss's ability to defend himself.
General Radon, a pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Mo will have his dignity.
Dungeon is already like below half health. He's debuffing the boss, but I can't tank him. I don't have the gear to tank him. I mean, I don't think anybody can really tank him. So I want to try him again. I want to give him another try. For giggles.
General Radahn, a pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Mo will have his dignity.
That's a mistake. Nope. What? Yeah, I've had mixed results. I mean, there are people that have fought bosses thousands of times before they've beaten them. I've not been stuck on that. My very first Melania kill was pretty bad. I think that she was nerfed after my first kill. But I was trying to do a, Rivers of Blood kill, which is kind of the meme build in the beginning. And I'm going back to Telu. I think that's a really tough build. I think bleed builds are hard on her. If you're not like a melee type that just dodges perfectly, which I'm not. That's always been my weakness. It's just not, the dodge game is not my big thing. Which if you watch me play, you kind of already know that.
General Radahn, a pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Mo will have his dignity.
How did that fit? Oh, this is not that much at all. Ouch. having mixed results. I got kind of close one attempt. Got him down to what, 15% maybe? And I kind of thought I had it on that one. And then I screwed, what did I screw up? I screwed something up. Yeah. I will say this, I'm disappointed at the damage performance of the Bolt of Grand Sax on this fight. It's really small chunks. I've got to hit harder than that, or this fight is just going to take forever.
General Radahn, a pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
What? No. Oh! Ah! Land. Why aren't you guys fighting? Why are these guys just sitting there? I don't get that. Heal? Oh! Take off next time. How about you guys joining the fight? Huh? I was trying to heal that whole freaking time. That whole time I was trying to heal. Alright. Let me think about this. I can only make 2 of them. But I can give it a try. And additionally, I'm feeling like we're there. What I don't get is how these two spend so much time not fighting him. Like, just throw rocks at him or something. I mean, geez, anything. Instead, they're just kind of like chilling with me. Like, hey, buddy, what's up? Boss is beating your spirit, but we'll chill. All right. Finally gets him poisoned up. Jeez. Alright, let's see. A PC. Desktop.
General Radon. Pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity. Hit him. Take advantage of this. Like right now.
get him with this? Did I get him? I think I did. I think I did. I think he's really mad at me now. Cheap. Clearly had somebody else targeted, then whoop, midair. Alright. I also think I forgot to drink my boost. Let's see. Got Thrallier, let's get the other guy, Unspa, go. Oh.
General Radon, a pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
Really? Lame. Come on, where's my buddy?
General Radon, a pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
Okay, so here's the deal. I can buff before I go in. I have limited FP. I'm a pure caster. If I buff before I go in, I can buff us, but I can't buff Telu, which is fine. I can do that. What I'm trying to do is preserve the FP that I have. I will buff before I go in this time. I'm still playing with which ends up working out better. The 2 times I got him down to about, what, 25%? Low on FP by the time I got there.
General Radon,
What I really need is my buddies to hit it.
but those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
what I meant to do right there. Ignore that. Awesome. Why did you do that? That actually makes me really mad. I don't think Taylor will roll now. It just takes so much damage. Oh, worst timing ever. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. No, no, no. Uh-oh. One hand up in place. I got the rot on him. If I can get the rot on him and face it, I forgot to... I messed up like two things very quickly. I needed FP going into phase 2. Yeah, I get hit right off, but one heal is like 70% of my health. So it feels like there are big advantages to getting this golden bow off at the beginning because Taylor will take a lot less damage. It's ideal when it works out that way, right? What just happened.
Radon. A pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
Hey guys, get it. No, he killed him. Timing's really good. So Taylu's my tank. He's the one that takes a beating, and he's really good at pissing bosses off. He's much better at taking hits than I am, that's for sure.
Those remains do not belong to you. Lord Mo will have his dignity.
Nope. Ow. Ow! What? Standing like right in front of the guy just, cheater. Well, I mean, there's an alternative, which is I could, if I think I can kill this fast enough, right, I could hit the flask early instead of late. I don't want to hit it until I'm actually engaged, because I don't want to lose the 5 or 10 seconds that I would have had. But I hate not having the DPS and damage reduction, the DPS increase and the damage reduction in phase 2, you know? Alright. Now I'm gonna get hit.
General Radon, a pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Mo will have his dignity.
Oh, that feels cheap. Hit him. Here comes. I did. Now I need my guys to get me back. So, come on, guys. Man, he gets mad at being rotted. Super mad. He gets really mad. Ship already sailed, you're right there. Yeah, I feel you, man. Oh, that was the wrong one. Dang it.
General Radon. A pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Mo will have his dignity.
Ow. Oh, I dodged that. Oh, come on. Why are you facing me? I committed to a roll there.
General Radon. A pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Mo will have his dignity.
What? I'm almost wondering. I can get more damage with a different armor setup. Why not? Let's try it. You want to see crazy? Let's show you crazy. The catch is that I have to keep buffing it. Let's do it. Why not? This one I can do outside.
Pleasure to see you. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Mo will have his dignity.
DPS didn't seem to increase much, so I'm not going to do that. Not enough for it to have made any kind of significant difference. I like the light rolling, though. That was pretty cool. Wait, where'd it go? There we go. Black Knight. Death Knight is the one that I want. Wait. Death Knight, yep. Death Knight. Death Knight. Alright. Alright. Yes. Yes. How much tougher does he get because you bring the helpers, I wonder? Alright. Oh, now I don't need this. I got one shot. Let's see. All right, travel. Oh, I'm getting hit.
General Radon, a pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
That was dumb. All right, let's see. A pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity. I'm rolling. I know I'm rolling. Clearly I'm not dodging, or I wouldn't be getting hit. But I am giving it the command to roll. I thought the timing was right. I'm loath to just keep using those rune arcs, you know?
General Radahn,
Stuck in there. It sucked.
a pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
That was green. It worked a few times. I shouldn't have assumed that it would keep working. Yeah, that was dumb. All right. Let's do this for real. Stuck.
General Radahn,
I was literally stuck.
a pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will.
All right. Nah. I'm not going to use a rune arc this time. All right.
General Radahn, a pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
Oh, did not see that coming. I used the one-shot damage reduction item. That one felt a little better. But now I don't have that item anymore. And I can't get it back, so... I don't really care about boosting poise. What this does. Go back, do this.
General Radon, a pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
Huh. Not terribly pleased by it. Nothing doing there. Alright. That was interesting though, using these Call of Tibia. I'm not sure it did a whole lot. It did a little bit. It was like a little extra damage. It would have been cooler if it was stuff that like respawned, like a skeleton that popped up and then would respawn over and over again. We're almost kissing. Alright. Anything more interesting? No, I hate fighting this guy. Okay, I know what that is. Inner meat. Alright, I mean... I guess I gotta put this pot back. Oh, where'd it go? Alright. This guy in. Oh, I'm sorry.
General Radon, A pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you.
Fight that guy.
Lord Moog will have his dignity.
I specifically am choosing to use some. Actually, I know they make them tougher. That's why you're trying to pick the one. Oh, I'm doing another new game. Sykes. Do. Yep, it does. This I know. It was a specific goal of mine to have both people helping. This is new game 3? New game 2? Anyway. Yep. No, that should have...
General Radahn.
Boo.
A pleasure to see you. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
Is it... I think once you get past either 7 or 9, it just stays equally difficult. There's no... It doesn't get any harder. There's a point where it's just... You're beating the game the same way. I don't remember what number it's at. It's either 7 or 9, I think.
Pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
Come on, guys. Jump in here anytime. that shouldn't have killed me completely. Good boy. Come out there earlier. Start wandering. There we go.
But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moe will have his dignity.
I am Mia. I am Liam's dad. How are you today? I hope you can hear me, Mia. I hope. Yes, I'm Liam's dad. I was with him today. We had breakfast together. Are you there? Be right back. Stay there. Don't go anywhere. Yes, he was. There. Yes, he was an EMTG. He is. He was on TGLC 3 years ago, then 00 2 years ago, 00 last year, and this year he's on Weaver State. But you might see him at cheer competitions this year. Hint, hint. That we don't know for sure. You gotta know that he's usually going to be around like Super Nationals,
General
right?
Radon, pleasure to see you after all this time. But those remains do not belong to
I mean,
you.
nobody knows anything for sure, but can you imagine a professional cheerleading situation where he's not a part of it? I can't. I'm not sure. Honestly, that one I don't know. There's nothing is in stone that I know of. but there's a decent chance. I know that I will not be at NCA, but I will be at. I will be at USA for Heavens. Oh, nice, nice. Come on.
I promise you, 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Couldn't keep up with that. So what are there any other super nationals that you guys are planning on going to, or just to NCA? If you're still there. I don't know if you moved on or not. Waiting for that guy to start wandering around. There he goes.
General Radahn, a pleasure to see you. But those remains do not belong to you. North Mode will have his dignity.
if he's rotted or not.
Now, grab some trainers.
Remembrance of a god and lord. Well, if you're still watching Mia, that's awesome. Good luck this season. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see you guys perform. I would love to be at Worlds this year. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. You never really know what's going to happen, you know?
Lord brother. I'm going to be a god. If we honor our part of the vow, promise me you'll be my consort.
Brother consort. I wonder if this had anything to do with Game of Thrones or R.R. Martin.
I'll make the world a gentler place.
Yeah, by killing everybody. That was Throllier and Ansba. So here, I will actually be able to. I don't know if I talk to Unspa, but I will be able to see him. He appears. So here's Thrallier. Is this guy. And this is Unspa. Yes, but you have to set yourself up to be able to summon them. So when you get to a Consort Radon, Thrallier summon sign will be about here on the ground, and Unspa will be about here on the ground. Here's what you have to worry about. For the Thrallier summon, you have to get through his quest line all the way to the point where you found St. Trina. You go back to Thrallier, you tell Thrallier you found St. Trina, you go back to St. Trina, Thrallier will be there, and then you interact with Trina and Thrallier. Look up the quest, it's a bunch of steps that all happen in a short while. You go back and forth between them, and then eventually you fight him, he invades you fight him, and then he'll be on the ground looking much like he did a moment ago, basically like that. Then you'll be able to summon him. But you have to get to that point in the quest and not stop too early for that summon. For Unspa, the only thing you have to do is follow Unspa's quest line. And when it's time to either help Unspa or help Lita, you have to help Unspa. That is a choice because in one, you'll get gear differently each choice. So it is possible to get every piece of gear in the questline set in 2 playthroughs, but you cannot get it all in one. You have to do it in 2, and then there's a particular order you have to do it in to make sure you get certain items. The single most critical piece of advice is in this area. So this place here, the Shadow Keep, if you get anywhere close to the Shadow Keep, and by close I mean like here, or actually if you pass by about this spot, I think, right about here, you get this message that says something happened. It says something different, but something happened. It's like a whole world thing, and it'll say that, you know, a rune has shattered and whatever, and the veil has been lifted, whatever, something like that. You have to have talked to all the NPCs and done their quest lines to that point, to a far enough point along before you do that. So if you make the mistake that many make, including me, that you start kind of down here and you go, oh, the game is kind of driving me toward here, so I'm going to go to this, and then I'm going to go follow this road, and I'm going to end up here, and I'm going to follow this road, and then you break the rune. And the problem is that you didn't talk to the guys that are here, you didn't talk to the guys that are here, you didn't talk to the guys that are here. Yeah, this is all DLC. This is the DLC. All of this is DLC stuff. And then the Trina is down here, by the way, just FYI. And then the other one is the giant guy who is moving slow. His name's Telu. You get him in here. That's where you find that spirit summon. And that's a whole nother process. So there are parts of this that I haven't even done the quest for yet because they're not important to do beforehand. And I've already played this through, so there's not any items that I'm specifically looking for. But what is interesting is that I'm actually ready for, since I finished this, I'm now actually ready to, oh, wait, hold on. I have a 0 rune pile hanging around, but it's going to dirty my map, and I can't stand that. The crazy thing is that 825,000 runes, not enough to level. Yep, I'm shy 60,000 runes, 58,000 runes actually. So yeah, my 3 general pieces of advice playing Elden Ring. 1, don't listen to people that are telling you get more runes and go farm. Go kill the dragon, go do the ledge quest, whatever. Don't do that. Play the game, enjoy it, learn how to play the game, learn the mechanics, learn how to do things like dodging properly and timing and parry and guard counters, and learn all that stuff. It's all super useful. You should learn it on your first playthrough, not you're on your 4th playthrough and you're like, wait, you can do that? Don't. They're going to send you, if you're like, I'm having a hard time with this boss, there's probably someplace else that you should be. And people will tell you, go kill the dragon, you'll get like, hundreds of thousands of runes, you could level a whole bunch. Yeah, you can. And you're not going to know how to fight anything that's super high level, even though you're super high level, because you didn't actually learn all this stuff in between. So I would not do that. The second thing is, I would not use these lootable runes to level, except like where I am right now, and I needed like 60,000 runes, I could burn one of these and get me to the next level. If that was something I was really worried about. I would not use these for that purpose. I would save these for when you're trying to upgrade items, upgrade weapons, etc. And then the occasional, I want to go finish my level out and then go and work on a hard boss so I don't have to worry about my rune stack being lost, right? I wouldn't I would not use these just automatically to gain levels. I think that's a mistake. And then the third thing is, learn how to melee before you learn how to cast. If you learn to play as a caster, melee gets really hard. My 3 bits of advice. Just enjoy the game. Just enjoy the views, enjoy all the spectacular components that are in it. Don't feel like I have to rush through everything. It ain't worth it. All that's going to happen is you're going to miss a whole bunch of really cool stuff. Since I've already played through a bunch, I'm not missing a whole lot, but yeah, just something to consider. You're welcome. Let's see. Let's go back to old map. I have not burned the tree. What ending am I going to go for? Huh, that's a big question. What ending will I go for? Oh, let's make our way toward. Oh, do I want to keep the lightning build? Yeah, let's keep the lightning build. Oh, there's a dragon up ahead. Do I want to fight a dragon in the dark? Ouch! Hey, I'm gonna die. I got locked in animation. Awesome. Isn't that funny? You can like kill a super, super difficult boss and then turn around and skeleton and get like... Oh yeah. It's hard to argue Elden Ring's not, like, the best. It really is. Oh. Oh, screen freeze. Alright. I didn't learn half the melee mechanics until, I think, this and the last playthrough. That's what's crazy. And it can be fun. There are bosses where those mechanics are just painful, and that's not fun. But I was playing with nothing but a straight sword, and nothing but a straight sword and a shield and armor, like knight's armor, until Millennia. Alright, I was looking at the text. Which is my fault, just to be clear. So one of the things that you may or may not know is you can do what's called a new game in Elden Ring, which is where you basically play through again. You start over as if you had never played before, except you keep any non-story items, levels, spells, all of that stuff. So I'm in one of those playthroughs. And when you do that, the bosses are tougher. Up to like 7 times in a row. What are you coming to me for? Go get the dragon. I actually don't have the right spell set to fight a dragon, which is kind of funny. Oh, that's not actually what I wanted to do. Where was my helper that whole time? He's just chilling. Yeah, enjoy playing through, really. That's the real secret to the game. Just enjoy playing through. You know, people want you to race toward the end, and they'll see the fire giant fight, they're like, I want to get to the fire giant. There's so much in the game. Go find Jarberg if you prefer. Go find that place, for example. Go find there, check it out, and see what it's like. See if you can do the quest line that's there. There's so many things in this game that people don't realize are there and they're available, you know? You know, if you're getting frustrated enough going and finding a guide that helps you sort of steers you the right direction, it's fine, do it. I won't judge you. You know, but people will be like, oh, you use the Spirit Ash? You're not playing real. They're full of crap. You're literally playing the game the way it was designed. So they can just bite me. These big dogs are nightmares. These I hate. Alright, let's see here. Bike. Yeah. So, I'll let you in on another thing that I think a lot of people don't realize. The DLC is not the end of the game. The DLC is an interlude in the middle of the game. It is harder because if it wasn't, people wouldn't have been happy. But it is not the end of the game. You can actually get eligible to go in there before you've killed virtually any boss. I think you only have to have killed Moog, which you can get to very early. And I don't even think it... Yeah, I think he may be the only one you have to kill, come to think of it. So just keep that in mind. Things I try and remind people of all the time. Why is it frozen? No, you don't have to kill Radon. Weirdly. You would think that you would have to kill Radon. Or, oh, okay, let me change my statement. You can get into the DLC without killing Radon. I don't think you can get to the end of the DLC without killing Radon. But I actually, my first playthrough, I got to... I got to Fire Giant. And most of the DLC without actually killing Radon. I'm pretty sure. I know that I had to actually stop and go back because I hadn't done enough of Ronnie's stuff. And I hadn't even been underground yet. So I had to kill Radon because I got stuck. Alright. Someone found me. Yeah. There are few incongruities in the game. That's one of them. I don't know if I can knock this guy over. I cannot. Out of range. It's okay, I've got this. Man. So my very first playthrough, I didn't skip anything, actually. By the time I got to the DLC, I was level, like, 187, I think. And then, by the time I finished the DLC, I was, like, level 201, 203, something like that. And that's when I came back and burned the tree. But I knew that I wanted to do Ronnie's ending, so I had to stop and actually go back and kill Radon. There's a point... What it is that there are places where they won't let you past until you've done something. But I think with the DLC, I'm not... I could be wrong, but I don't think you have to have killed Radon, even though that creates a pretty obvious problem in the overall design. You guys want to see Fire Giant? Fighting each other is too much. I fear I have not gone the right way. Nice. Oh, yep. Getting invaded, but by what? Do the thing. Uh-oh. I am in trouble. I was not paying attention. Oops. No, what? What? Oh, what is up with the freezing? Dodge, come on. Yeah, I was not expecting to get... I was not expecting to get invaded there. I didn't realize how close to the church I'd gotten. This is the church where he invades, and that's where you go to get Rivers of Blood. For those that don't know, Rivers of Blood was the first meme build, where you like base everything around one weapon. And when people were killing Melania early on in the game, it was with Rivers of Blood. Everyone was just going straight to Rivers of Blood. I can talk to Melania again. Hey Mel, what's up? What's up?
We're almost there. The flame of... I'm glad. I must thank you. Please continue.
Alright. Problem is, I kind of lost my sense of where I am. Where are the chains? There they are. So, I actually need to get right about there. Oh, nope, that's not the spot. $146 is not bad. It's not. I mean, if your goal is to do it fast, then yeah, people have done it in like 8 minutes or whatever, but hold on. That's what I'm trying to get to. Let's see. Spells. No, I do not want that. I do not want that. What I do want... Wow. I want that. And oh, fire. This game's got to stop freezing like that. That's crazy. Oh. Oh, I just realized. Hold on. I have almost made a mistake. I need to level. I'm still going to lose a lot of runes. I still have 350,000. Alright. Which of course I'd rather not lose, but... What is going on? I'm assuming you guys can see it when it freezes like that. I don't see the Alexander summon here. else, and it wouldn't. Okay, now we drink up. Now we drink. Now we cast. Fire Giant's not that hard, folks. The funny thing is that of all the bosses that people freak out about, they freak out about Fire Giant, and it's because they play him the wrong way. Everyone wants, they're like, the Fire Giant has all this stuff, and so you don't want to press him, right? That's the opposite. He's the one boss that you want to just get in his face as much as possible, because otherwise he will out DPS you every single time. He ain't easy. Not really, but he ain't all that either. Now, the catch is, I'm not sure I'm ready to burn the tree yet. I think I still have to go play with Dung Eater. Because I think there's a item that I want. From what's his nuts? The guy Dung Eater will kill when he escapes. I don't want to do the Dung Eater ending though, just in case anyone was curious. So I think it's back to the city. Actually, I might. I forget. Okay, I do have Nephililu. Okay, that's. I just wanted to make sure I still have Nephililu. Okay. I may have to actually engage that conversation. I'm not sure, so better to do it.
Greeting, you here for... I need to warn you about something. A little while ago, and I can hear a howler, pleth. Can't even, not even the... You should keep... I know you're... I can hear a howl. You should keep your... I know you...
That's the go back to this room and talk to Dung Eater. I already have the puppet, so I don't need to do that part.
And the pox. Apparently you all, but you know, look, half big. No, you have felt I can certainly might was a brief hour unstrapped in it. I can end the pox. Go trapped in this. I can ken the pox.
Alright. That takes me to the capital. Underground roadside. Okay. Oh, hold on. Now I want to go back and change spells again. I don't want this. I don't care about that. But I do want this. And I want a big fire. That's the one. Oh, and we're going to crank fire damage. By the way, I had the wrong talismans for that fight. That's the other thing that's funny. What am I doing? There we go. Fire. That's not how I want to go. I messed that one up. Nope. That's the one that I want. Hello? Oof. Oh. Those guys are vile. Okay. I'm doing this so wrong, it's not even funny. And of course, yes, please freeze. Right there in the middle of the fight. That's where we need to freeze. This would be better against the plant, but it's not. What about this? Oh, that was terrible. Oi! It's a big wave of poison. there's a big one. Nothing. Go figure. Alright. Come on. Fire's supposed to stop them. I feel betrayed. In any case, I need better spells to handle these guys anyhow. That took forever. Yeah. I just screwed up my whole spell selection. We will fix that now. Okay. Getting rid of you, getting rid of you, getting rid of you, because those actually didn't do any good. Alright. You. You. And you. And, yep, flame. There we go. Curious about this one. These back up. Oh. Curious if Rain of Fire works well with these guys. Yeah, it does. fact... Oh. Uh-oh. Hey, how about casting a spell? I have to admit, that was kind of cool.
Who are you? I've been here long and I will kill it just to be hell we could. Oh, just to be hell we could.
So, this is where we use this technique because I do not want to have to fight through all that again. It just takes too damn long. Alright, I only have a couple minutes left, and then I gotta bounce. Okay, no dung eater. That was the point. Alright. I'm going to have to remind myself that I want to go down here. I'm going to do that by going to this spot, and I'm going to camp out, and I'm going to bail.